Hey girls, good morning. It's late. A little trouble getting out of my own way this morning. Yesterday was busy. We were gone all day long. We did end up with a car. Here's our new car. There it is. No more minivan. And why does it take all day? All day. To buy a car. It is such a process. I hate it. But we have a new car. It's beautiful and it saved us a lot of money in a monthly payment. And for that, I am very, very grateful. So we got that done. And then we came home and I spent some time with my girl. And she is so sick, you guys. She's so sick. Pray for her. She's having a tough time. She has no voice. She's coughing and wheezing and she's miserable. So just pray that she gets better and that I don't get it. I agree, Susan. It's ridiculous. And then we had gone through half the process and we sat there like 45 minutes waiting for the paperwork. And they came out and said, "Did you freeze your credit?" And we're like, "Oh my word, yes. We freeze our credit just for protection so that nobody can run credit against us unless we choose." And so we had to go unfreeze our credit. And that took 40 minutes. And then they had to go back and do the paperwork again. I'm like, oh my Lanta. It was all day. But I have a nice new car to show for it. It's beauty. I really like it. It's really pretty. So, all right, enough yammering. March 29th, the land given to Joshua 19:49 through 51. No, Tammy, her prom was last week. That's probably where she got sick. After all the land was divided among the tribes, the Israelites gave a piece of land to Joshua as his allocation. For the Lord had said he could have any town he wanted. He chose Timnath-Serah in the hill country of Ephraim. He rebuilt the towns and lived there. These are the territories that Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the tribal leaders allocated as grants of land to the tribes of Israel by casting sacred lots in the presence of the Lord at the entrance of the tabernacle at Shiloh. So the division of the land was completed. The cities of refuge, Joshua 20:1 through 9. The Lord said to Joshua, "Now tell the Israelites to designate the cities of refuge, as I instructed Moses. Anyone who kills another person accidentally and unintentionally can run to one of these cities. They will be places of refuge from relatives seeking revenge for the person who was killed. Upon reaching one of the cities, the one who caused the death will appear before the elders at the city gate and present his case. They must allow him to enter the city and give him a place to live among them. If the relatives of the victim come to avenge the killing, the leaders must not release the slayer to them, for he killed the other person unintentionally and without previous hostility. But the slayer must stay in that city and be tried by the local assembly, which will render judgment. And he must continue to live in that city until the death of the high priest who was in the office at the time of the accident. After that, he is free to return to his own home in the town which he fled." The following cities were designated as cities of refuge: Kadesh of Galilee in the hill country of Naphtali, Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah. On the east side of the Jordan River, across from Jericho, the following cities were designated: Bezer in the wilderness plain of the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth and Gilead in the territory of the tribe of Gad, and Golan and Bashan in the land of the tribe of Manasseh. These cities were set apart for all the Israelites as well as the foreigners living among them. Anyone who accidentally killed another person could take refuge in one of these cities. In this way, they could escape being killed in revenge prior to standing trial before the local assembly. The towns given to the Levites, Joshua 21:1 through 45. Then the leaders of the tribe of Levi came to consult with Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the leaders of the other tribes of Israel. They came to them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan and said, "The Lord commanded Moses to give us towns to live in and pasture lands for our livestock." So by the command of the Lord, the people of Israel gave the Levites the following towns and pasture lands out of their own grants of land. The descendants of Aaron, who were members of the Kohathite clan within the tribe of Levi, were allotted 13 towns that were originally assigned to the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. The other families of the Kohathite clan were allotted 10 towns from the tribe of Ephraim and Dan and the half-tribe of Manasseh. The clan of Gershon was allotted 13 towns from the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and the half-tribe of Manasseh and Bashan. The clans of Merari were allotted 12 towns from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the Israelites obeyed the Lord's command to Moses and assigned these towns and pasture lands to the Levites by casting sacred lots. The Israelites gave the following towns from the tribes of Judah and Simeon to the descendants of Aaron, who were members of the Kohathite clan within the tribe of Levi, since the sacred lot fell to them first. Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, along with its surrounding pasture lands. Arba was an ancestor of Anak, but the open fields beyond the town and the surrounding villages were given to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, as his possession. The following towns with their pasture lands were given to the descendants of Aaron, the priest: Hebron, a city of refuge for those who accidentally killed someone; Libnah, Jeder, Eshtemoa, Holon, Deber, Ain, Judah, and Beth Shemesh. 9 towns from these 2 tribes. From the tribe of Benjamin, the priests were given the following towns with their pasture lands: Gibeon, Geba, Anathoth, and Elmon, 4 towns. So in all, 13 towns with their pasture lands were given to the priests, the descendants of Aaron. The rest of the Kohathite clan from the tribe of Levi was allotted the following towns and pasture lands from the tribe of Ephraim: Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, a city of refuge for those who accidentally killed someone; Gezer, Kibzaim, and Beth Horon, 4 towns. The following towns and pasture lands were allotted to the priests from the tribe of Dan: Eltekah, Gibbethon, Ajalon, and Gathrimmon, 4 towns. The half-tribe of Manasseh allotted the following towns with their pasture lands to the priests: Tanakh and Gathrimmon, 2 towns. So in all, 10 towns with their pasture lands were given to the rest of the Kohathite clan. The descendants of Gershon, another clan within the tribe of Levi, received the following towns with their pasture lands from the half-tribe of Manasseh: Golan and Bashan, a city of refuge for those who accidentally killed someone; and Beth Eshtera, 2 towns. From the tribe of Issachar, they received the following towns with their pasture lands: Kishion, Dabereth, Jarmuth, and En-Ganim, 4 towns. From the tribe of Asher, they received the following towns with their pasture lands: Mishal, Abdon, Helkath, and Rehob, 4 towns. From the tribe of Naphtali, they received the following towns with their pasture lands: Kadesh in Galilee, a city of refuge for those who accidentally killed someone; Hamath, Dor, and Carden, 3 towns. So in all, 13 towns with their pasture lands were allotted to the clan of Gershon. The rest of the Levites, the Merari clan, were given the following towns with their pasture lands from the tribe of Zebulun: Jokneam, Karta, Dimnah, and Nahalal, 4 towns. From the tribe of Reuben, they received the following towns with their pasture lands: Bezer, Jahaz, Kedemoth, and Mephath, 4 towns. From the tribe of Gad, they received the following towns with their pasture lands: Ramoth and Gilead, a city of refuge for those who accidentally killed someone; Mahanaim, Heshbon, Jazer, 4 towns. So in all, 12 towns were allotted to the clan of Merari. The total number of towns and pasture lands within the Israelite territory given to the Levite clans came to 48. Every one of these towns had pasture lands surrounding it. So the Lord gave to Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors, and they took possession of it and settled there. And the Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had solemnly promised their ancestors. None of their enemies could stand against them, for the Lord helped them conquer all of their enemies. Not a single one of all the good promises the Lord had given to the family of Israel was left unfulfilled. Everything he had spoken came true. Territory for the Levites. 1 Chronicles 6:54 through 81. This is a record of the towns and territories assigned by means of sacred lots to the descendants of Aaron, who were from the clan of Kohath. This territory included Hebron and its surrounding pasture lands in Judah, but the fields and outlying areas belonging to the city were given to Caleb, son of Jephunneh. So the descendants of Aaron were given the following towns, each with its pasture lands: Hebron, a city of refuge; Libnah, Jeder, Eshtemoa, Holon, Deber, Ain, Judah, and Beth Shemesh. And from the territory of Benjamin, they were given Gibeon, Geba, Alameth, Anathoth, each with its pasture lands. So 13 towns were given to the descendants of Aaron. The remaining descendants of Kohath received 10 towns from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh by means of sacred lots. The descendants of Gershon received by sacred lots 13 towns from the territories of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and from Bashan, Arian of Manasseh, east of the Jordan. The descendants of Merari received by sacred lots 12 towns from the territories of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the people of Israel assigned all of these towns and pasture lands to the Levites. The towns in the territories of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin, mentioned above, were assigned to them by means of sacred laws. The descendants of Kohath were given the following towns from the territory of Ephraim, each with their pasture lands: Shechem, a city of refuge in the hill country of Ephraim; Gezer, Jokmeam, Beth Horon, Ajalon, Gathrimmon. The remaining descendants of Kohath were assigned the towns of Aner and Bileam from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh, each with its pasture lands. The descendants of Gershon received 2 towns of Golan in Bashan and Ashtaroth from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh, each with its pasture lands. From the territory of Issachar, they were given Kadesh, Dabaroth, Ramoth, and Anam, each with its pasture lands. From the territory of Asher, they received Mashal, Abdon, Hukkok, Rehob, each with its pasture lands. From the territory of Naphtali, they were given Kadesh and Galilee, Hammon, and Kiriathaim, each with its pasture lands. The remaining descendants of Merari received the towns of Jokneam, Karta, Rimmon, and Tabor from the territory of Zebulun, each with its pasture lands. From the territory of Reuben, east of the Jordan River, opposite of the Jericho, they received Bezer, a desert town, Jahaz, Kedemoth, Mephath, each with his pasture lands. And from the territory of Gad, they received Ramoth and Gilead, Mahanaim, Heshbon, and Jazer, each with its pasture lands. Woo! We're getting up to Judges. I like Judges. And then must be, Judges, and then Ruth. We're getting into the more. Judges can be a lot of names too, but also has stories. Mostly stories. There's about who becomes the judges, but there's also stories. We're getting out of the chronological type, stuff into, it looks like tomorrow, actually. We're getting into some stories. That's a hard read. This section of Chronicles and Joshua, it's a hard read. All these names of towns. It just feels so, I know it's important, and that's why we read it. But it is a difficult read for sure. It's hard to not just zone out, and be thinking about other things even while you're reading. I was thinking about millet a couple of times. I was like, whoa, bring it back, KJ. Because I was thinking about millet and what I was going to put millet in. Could I put millet in for supper? If I put millet in our soup, will the family eat it? Shelly, it's a Honda Accord hybrid, which I'm looking forward to, the hybrid. Again, this one's supposedly the one we got. We went in and tried out one. We tried out a sport, and we didn't realize, we weren't thinking about it being a sport. We tried it out and we're like, oh my gosh, there's so much road noise, and you feel all the bumps in it, like you feel everything in the road. And I was like, I can't give up the ride of my minivan for this car, because everybody had raved about the Accords. But then when I rode in it, I was like, you feel every little thing. And I was really disappointed. I was like, I can't give up the comfortable ride, because we take road trips, and I cannot give up the comfortable ride of my Odyssey for this kind of ride. And so we went back in because they sent us new numbers, and I was like, I'll look at it again. And this time, there was a new one on the lot that was not a sport. And I knew the second I sat in it, I was like, this is a different ride. And so we took it for a drive, and there was no comparison to that in the sport. It was heavy and comfortable, and it was quiet, and it was like the ride of the Odyssey in the Accord. And they were like, oh yeah, well, the sport ride's a lot stiffer. I'm like, I didn't know that. My husband probably did and just didn't even think of it, because I'm sure he knew that. But so then we go back. So yesterday we went out and we're like, okay, the blue car, if you can work the numbers on the blue car, we'll take it. Even though I didn't love the interior. It's like story time with KJ here on Devotions. I didn't love the interior. It was all black. It was leather, which I don't love, but I was willing to deal with. Um, but it was all black. Black co everything, black doors, black console, black like, no silver, just black. And I don't love that in a car because it just looks so filthy so quick. Like, everything is so dusty, and I don't love a black interior, but I was like, "Whatever." The number was right. So, we go back I came home, I had a meeting yesterday afternoon, we had surrender circle. We did the surrender circle, and then we ran right straight back out after, and we got there, and they were like, "Well, bad news, that car was already spoken for and is already gone." So they went around the lot and they found one that I really liked, but it had 276 miles on it. It was a brand new car. I'm like, "No, we don't want a brand spanking new car with 276 miles on it. No, thank you." No, they I think they kinda thought that was strange, but that's just I don't want a brand new car with almost 300 miles. That no, no. I guess I'm a diva because both my husband and I were like, "No way. That's too many miles for brand new. No." It's a used car. So then they went and found the one that we got, and when he pulled it up, I was like, "Oh, it's that stupid gray. Everything is gray. Why do they not make red cars anymore? It's all gray, dark. It's black, gray, blue." I'm like, "Can we not have, like, a bright green car or something? Everything is black." But then I got in it, and the interior is all gray and black, like, all the seats are gray, the console's gray, and then there's black accents, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty inside. I don't know if I took a picture. Yeah, well, I don't know if you can see it on here, but you can see, like, all the seats are gray, the dash is lighter, all of this in the middle is really light gray, and I really liked it. So, I got the more I looked at the color, the more I liked it. It's like a matte color, and I really like it. And then we drove it, and I'm like, "Okay, this is the one." And they were able to work the numbers. I mean, it's saving us, you guys, almost $400 a month. I did not want silver. Mary, I was adamant. I was like, "If I trade this vehicle, it will not be on a silver vehicle." I am so si I have hated silver vehicles my entire life. I've hated them. My very first car no, my very first car was blue. My very first married car was silver. Then we got an SUV and it was silver. And then we traded it in on another car and the car was silver. And every time I hated silver. I'm like, "Why are they all silver?" Every time we go get a vehicle, the only vehicle available is silver, and I hate it. My minivan was silver. And I complained every time, "Why?" It's always the only one that fits into what I need, silver. But this one's gray, like matte, there's no sparkle to it. It's like a matte they call it oh, it's some weird name. Like, there's no pearl, it's matte. See, I would love that. I would love a forest green car. I would like white, I would like red, I would like blue, I would like green. I would take an orange car. Like, you drive on the lot and it's like dark blue, black, gray, silver, dark blue. Are we all sad? Are all the car makers sad? Do we have no joy? Can we not put a little color? Give me a lime green Accord. I will be happy. Give me a bright orange Accord. I will be happy. Why is it all are all grown-ups depressed now? Do we all have to look sad? Oy, whatever. Yeah, well, sky blue is a little granny. Sorry. I could be okay. I could deal with sky blue. Turquoise, like teal. They had this is a great devotions. They had a teal. Oh my gosh, it was so 90s teal. Like not it was like the Hornets 1990s teal. It was not a passport, uh it's the new completely EV. No, thank you. I do not want a completely EV. Absolutely zero chance in me buying a completely electric vehicle. But it was like teal. We had a bright yellow Mustang once, Lois, and every time we drive in, people would be like, "Yellow." Loved it. And then my convertible now is like bright, like electric-y kind of blue, a little bit, not quite electric, but it's bright blue. Like, you recognize the color. It's like bright blue. Anywho, enough talk. I don't think I'd want a pink Mary Kay car. I don't think that would suit me. Pink, probably not. But I would love like an orange. I would love an orange car. I would love it. Bright green. A dust buster. We had a Ford. What was it called? I grew up. We had one with the old doors that you had to yank. What it was a Ford, was it Windstar? I think they were called. We had one of those minivans when I was a kid. I loved that vehicle. I loved that thing. I love a minivan. I loved ours, but the payment was atrocious. I don't even know what we were thinking when we bought it. We were just demented. We were on a minivan high. We rode in it. Aerostar. Yes, it was an Aerostar. We rode in that Honda Odyssey, and I was like, "I need this vehicle. I don't care what it costs." I had one of those days. Stupid. So, anyway, that was a lot of talk about cars for devotions. All right, let's go ahead and end in prayer. Our Father, thank you for our time together and for the word. And even through the difficult pages and the hard to read words and the hard to read towns and the difficulty to stay focused type of chapters, you are there and our Savior is there between the words. And thank you for that promise and that reminder every single day. God, I lift each person up here to you today. I pray for strength and for comfort or whatever is needed. You know the struggles going on in each person's life. None of them are a surprise to you. And you only ask that we lean on you during the difficult times. And I ask that you would help us all to do that today. We lift up Sharon to you and continue to lift her up during her difficult situation. We just ask for your strength for her, for your wisdom, for your protection. God, as we go through this day, may we make choices that honor you, that heal our bodies, that strengthen our bodies, that bring strength to our temple and heal it in a way that we are able to serve you more and more. In your precious and holy name I pray. Amen. All right. I thought that was my girl text and she is still not awake. She woke up, she texted me at 1:00. I can't breathe, which means I can't sleep. Like she can't breathe through her nose. So I went in and gave her another dose of NyQuil, and she's out. I just checked on her, and she is in there. And she's, you don't feel good when you're asleep with a bad look on your face. She's like sound asleep with this horrible look on her face. I feel so bad for her. Lois, I can't stop thinking about Sharon. I thought about her all day yesterday. I hate that anybody is going through that kind of situation. Her situation is just heavy on my heart and bothering me so much that I can't, yeah, I don't know her, but it's bothering me a lot. And I'm just praying for her a lot that she is protected and is able to hopefully do what needs to be, whatever needs to be done, whatever God would have. But I don't know. It's really bothering me. All right, so I'm going to go cook because I'm starved. It's 11:00 and I'm going to make something with millet and something that's kind of Asian flavored, I think, is what I want to do. Some kind of bowl with millet because I've been thinking about millet a lot. She went to the judge yesterday but hasn't made any decisions yet. Gotcha. Well, I don't know. I am no master of theology. I do not claim to know and understand everything God would want of us, but I cannot imagine we are expected to stay in a very dangerous situation like that. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I'm praying for her anyway. All right, you guys, I love you so much, and I hope you'll join me for lunch. I love you. I'll see you soon.